Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Maxine from Maxinelovescrafts, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for stopping by this very special video. So this is an open playlist. It's called Patriotic DIYs. It is hosted by Brenda from Rustic Lace and DIY, and the co-host for this month is Unleashed by Robin. Now, I will tell you that doing a playlist puts a lot of work, so ladies, thank you so much for, getting this taken care of and letting it be open so that we can all be in it. I so appreciate it. Their channels will be in my description box, along with the link to go see everyone's videos. So when you're done watching mine, if you want to go check them all out, I would be ever so grateful. And if you're coming by from one of their channels, hello, I hope that you'll decide to stick around. I'd be so grateful. Okay, so as I'm gabbing, we're already into my first project. This is one of those Halloween books from Dollar Tree. And I just, I love this. What I loved about this Halloween, I was so glad that, last Halloween, I guess, I was able to pick them up, was that, as you can see, the book opens. You can put things in it. It's just, there's so much to these books I fell in love with. So I painted it all in the Waverly white. No, I'm sorry, in the Waverly plaster. It took about 2 coats. Then I have these rice paper decoupage papers from My Victorian Heart. When you order something from her, she always sends you something free. And it's so nice of her to do because these pages are just gorgeous. And then I'm deciding on which one of the pictures I'm going to use on my book. And then I have these resin pieces. I've shown on my channel how to do resin. And I'm sure you've probably seen, because a lot of people are doing resin now. And I'm addicted. I just love it so much. It's a little pricey, but the end result is so nice. I do have clay too, though, because I can't always afford to do the resin. Like I said, it is a little expensive. But I had done these up. So now I'm going to paint. I had several laid out. I was just trying to figure out what I was going to use with my picture there. So I am using Waverly's Crimson to paint both identical pieces of my resin there so that I can put them around my picture. Well, not around, actually. It's just the top and the bottom. But yeah, I absolutely just, I don't know. There's something about resin that's so much fun. And the casting resin only takes 10 minutes. I also do have some Dollar Tree resin, which is only $5. But the only thing about that is it takes 24 hours for it to become whatever it is that you put the mold in. But I'll tell you, that's not bad resin either. I would recommend that. Especially if it's your first time trying resin, I would definitely get some from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I have these stickers from Valentine's Day a couple years ago, and I was looking for some tile letters that said USA. Somehow I wanted to put on here, USA on the book. I didn't have an I didn't have an S, so I put U Heart A, and the heart is representing my S. And so I'm going to hot glue this on. And as you can see, I turn my book around. I often make those mistakes that you can't get yourself out of. So I'm trying to get better at double checking everything because my book would have opened up the wrong way. So I'm really glad I checked that at the last minute there. You guys, that's real life crafting with Maxine. You just never know what I'm going to do. That's for sure. Okay, so now I don't know who created this decoupage idea where you put the Mod Podge on and then you iron it, but it's brilliant. Reheating up that Mod Podge once it's dried makes the most crisp picture. There's not one wrinkle in it. It's just fabulous. And if I can do it this way, I always do it this way because it's my favorite. Okay, so I get that down. Okay, and now I'm going to take my little resin pieces. I want to make sure they were dry there. Make sure I'm not going to have red all over me, the book. Okay, and I'm going to take some wood glue. You could use hot glue, but I'm just afraid it would pop off, and that's not what I want it to do. So you put the wood glue on it, it definitely sticks. Okay, so now I'm gonna get these identical pieces on the top and bottom, and make sure that, you know, they're right on the same position. Yeah, I absolutely just love this book. That's about all I did to it. I did take a ribbon and put in and out of the book so that you could see it. But you guys, I love this Dollar Tree book turned into this beautiful 4th of July creation, I feel like. I hope that you like it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And after we're all done, I'd love to know what was your favorite project. I can't decide. I think that, I don't know. I can't decide which one's my favorite, but I do like this book a lot. Okay, now we're on to my second project here. I have 2 wood-looking frames from Dollar Tree. Now, these are not wood frames. I should have thought about that before I wanted to start painting them. I wanted them to be painted blue because of the pictures I'm going to put in it. It has a lot of red in it. And I should have put Mod Podge on right from the beginning, but I didn't. I went ahead and just went in and thought, or I should have scuffed it up with a sandpaper. I should have done something, because we all know with this slick, plasticky type, you know, material, you cannot get paint to stay correctly. Excuse me. I do give it a really good try. I try my absolute best to get in there, get it painted, but I was just making a mess with me on my desk. So eventually, I'll show you here in a minute where I've put several coats on and it's just not staying. See how it won't stay. So I thought, okay, well, let me go ahead and add some Mod Podge now. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, considering I'd already painted it. I didn't know if I was going to make it worse, but it turns out pretty well. I'm happy with it once I did this. It's not the best paint job ever, but it's definitely, you can see that it worked. And that was the most important for me. So I have these 2 frames now, painted blue, love them. I made myself 2 pictures on Canva. What I love about Canva is the design is just an endless possibilities. So I made this one with the little baby eagle, and I also made a cow one, like a farmhouse cow one, which you're going to see here in a minute when I flip this one over. They're both there. So I had to take my paper slicer and really cut it down so that I could get it to fit inside the frame. I had to do that with both of them because it was a little too big. And look at these. Aren't they so cute? Oh my goodness. The cow, I think, is my favorite out of 2 of them, but I love them both. So the cow is Farmhouse 4th of July, and the eagle's Let Freedom Fly. And I just added some little other, elements on there to make it look cute. But I was like, okay, I need something else on the frame. I kept looking at it like, I just feel like, you could leave it like this and it would be perfect. But I started looking through all my 4th of July stuff, and I thought, what am I going to do? So I found these that I had bought last year, and I thought, okay, I'm going to glue these on both sides, but I cut like the hanger off because I'm not going to hang it on here. I'm going to glue it by the beads and then by the metal star. I didn't have any 4th of July ribbon that would go with this because the ribbon I have is gnomey. So you can't take a gnome ribbon and put it on a farmhouse cow and an eagle. It just would have looked not right, And the frame, what I love about the frame too is that it's got that little stand on the back. So, and I could take this, next month, paint it a different color and put something else in it. That's the great thing about picture frames is, it's just endless possibilities on what you want to put in there to, to put around your house or hang on your wall. So I'm trying to get these glued on there just right as I'm cutting off my little hooks here. Not hooks, my handles. I don't know what, yeah. Loops. Loops, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to glue the top 2 beads and then a little bit of the metal star. And that's pretty much all I did, and I just love them so much. Now you're going to see how I've staged them on my shelf. Oh, you guys, I hope you like these. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Tell me that cow isn't the cutest 4th of July cow there ever was. Oh, I love him with his glasses and his scarf. Oh, and then I've got a little jar back there with some paper pinwheels and a little summer towel, and just, you know, looking really super cute on my shelf. Yeah, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Okay, so before we get into my last project, I just want to mention, don't forget this is a playlist, and to go check out everyone's channel. And a big thanks again to Brenda and Robin. Thank you so much for having this be open for all of us. These women are every one of them in this playlist is just so super talented and creative. And, you know, crafting is a lot of work. So, you know, go check it out. And I would love for you, if you're not subscribed, to stick around. I love crafting, and I'd love to share my journey with you. So, and this would be the time, if you haven't given me a thumbs up and you'd like to, I would so appreciate that too. Okay. Now, I have these 2 stars. This went in a totally different direction, you guys. I wanted to do this. This was the part, this was all right. But I wanted to turn this into a flower pot, okay? So I wanted to take and build a box inside these 2 stars and then put flowers in them. I've got some 4th of July flowers. Well, the 1 star is warped so bad that there was no way I was going to be able to get the planter box that I was creating inside it to work. So I had to go with something else. And I didn't realize that until after I'd painted them, and then I had to take it in a completely different direction. So I paint it in the red, white, and blue. Okay, so that's what you're seeing me do. I have masking tape on here. That's how I'm not going over the lines. Now, masking tape is not really good to use because you can mess up, which you'll see when I take this off. But it wasn't so bad that, you know, I couldn't fix it. As now the masking tape's off, I'm just going in here now with some white. Now, I did not put more tape down because this didn't have to be perfect in my eyes. I wanted it to be, you know, handmade. I made it, you know, for myself. And I'm also gonna sand it up and make it look rustic. So it didn't matter to me that the paint job wasn't perfection, but I did want it to look good. I hope that makes sense. So I'm getting them all painted. At this point, I'm still thinking that I'm going to do my box, but I don't. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll make 2 risers. I'll put little, you know, beads on the bottom of them. So this project changed probably 4 times. I do end up liking what I did with it, which you're going to see here in just a few moments. I'm still trying to get... I don't show you me painting all of it. I just wanted you to see how I wasn't using the tape. I was trying to make it, you know, as close to, not, I don't want to say perfection, but, you know, I was trying to make straight lines. I definitely wasn't trying to go over or anything. And, you guys, I apologize for my video going up late. Yeah, I'm still working on it, and the video's already posted. So I'm going to definitely be about an hour and a half late. So I hope you'll forgive me. But I'm so excited to be in a playlist that I just knew I had to get into this. I was like, oh my gosh, I love 4th of July. I want to get in this playlist. So that's what I did. Okay, and I just paint both of the backs in red. You know, I just want them both to be the same on the bottom, because you're not really going to see the bottom, right? You're just not going to. I also take the red and I kind of, you know, get it on the sides so that, you know, all the way around the stars like that. So some of it gets on top, and I'm okay with that as well. Again, I want to say that I was looking for more like of a, I don't know if primitive is the right word. Just rustic charm is kind of what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm trying to scuff it up here. I thought about using antique wax, but I didn't do that. Okay, as you can see, my video's flipped up. I apologize. I didn't know it until I was doing this. But all I'm doing here is I'm putting Mod Podge onto my 2 glass Dollar Tree candle holders so that I can turn them into risers. So 2 identical risers. They look so cute when they're done. Sometimes when you have your mind, like as a project, and then it goes in a completely different way, it doesn't matter really, because I feel like it turns out okay anyway. We're crafters. That's what we do, right? So the project doesn't work, figure something out. You know, you got to do something. So I paint one in the blue, one in the red. Now, here's where I'm going to take and I'm going to put E6000 on the bottom. And that one that's really warped, I want to leave this for more than 24 hours, flipped over, and I put a heavy book and like a 10 or a 5-pound bucket of clay on top. So I could try to get it to be as flat again as I could. I don't know why the star got so warped, but it really, really got warped. But it's okay now. Like it's not bad now. Okay, so I'm flipping them over there, putting that on there. That's the one, the blue bottom. That's the one that's so warped. So I put that, you know, and you know, it doesn't look like it's in the right position on camera, but it really is. They're in the middle. So I don't know why that looks so funny. Okay, you guys, here they are. I put a little house on it, on my little shelf that I put all my creations on. I put some beads there. Yeah, I really like these. I'm so happy with them. You guys, I'm so anxious to hear what you think about my DIYs today. It was all Dollar Tree. And yeah, I love Dollar Tree DIYing, so I hope you guys like it too. Now this is a final reveal of all of my projects. Those picture frames crack me up. I think that's what I love about them so much, is they just crack me up. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful. Every one of you means so much to me, and I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. Happy crafting, and I'll see you on the next one.